So let's start with the next category, that is the subaerial modifications. Now the four types I will be dealing here, I will be discussing runner, stolon, offset, and sucker. So first of all, I will be writing the examples for different types of the subaerial modification. Now the runner, it is present in grasses. This subaerial stem, this is seen in grasses. Stolon, this is present in jasmine. Now the offset, it is very well seen in the case of water plant. So I will be writing the name of the two water plants where the offset is present. One is Pistia and the another one is Eichhornia. You might be knowing that Eichhornia is the most noxious water weed. Yes, this is the most noxious water weed, and the common name of this plant, it is also known as water hyacinth. So you write the common name here, water hyacinth. Now the last one, sucker. Sucker is present in banana, pineapple, and chrysanthemum. So let's start with the runner first. अब ये जो रनर है ये grasses के अंदर present है. In the grasses I will be forming here leafy shoot. तो grasses के अंदर मैं ये leafy shoot बना रही हूं. Yes, this one. This is leafy shoot in the grasses. On the lower side I am forming the root system. This leafy shoot which is present in the grasses, it is known as crown. और ये जो crown की lower side है, yes, that is at the base of the crown, there is presence of bud. Base पर bud present है, इस bud की growth होगी, yes. This bud will grow. After the growth, it will form prostrate creeping stem. ग्रोथ होगी और ये बनाएगी प्रोस्ट्रेट कीपिंग स्टेम. अगर स्टेम है सो द करेक्टरिस्टिक फीचर इट विल बी डिवाइडेड इनटू द नोड्स एंड इंटरनोड्स. तो ये जो क्रीपिंग स्टेम है इसके अंदर मैंने ये बनाई नोड. ओके, ओवर द नोड देयर इज प्रेजेंस ऑफ बड. This bud can sprout, and after the sprouting, it again results in the formation of the leafy shoot, that is crown. Crown बनेगा ऊपर की तरफ, and on the lower side, there is formation of the adventitious root system. So in the same way, this creeping stem, it can keep on growing and results in the formation on the crown on the upper side and the root system on the lower side. तो यहां पर जो मैंने ये प्रोस्ट्रेट स्टेम बनाई है जिसके अंदर प्रेजेंट है हॉरिजॉन्टल ग्रोथ, दिस स्टेम इट इज नोन एज रनर. तो रनर के बारे में हम पहला फीचर लिख सकते हैं, द ग्रोथ ऑफ द रनर इज horizontal. Horizontal growth is observed. Now coming to the stolon. Yes. I'm making the structure for the stolon. जो स्टोलन की ग्रोथ है वो भी सेम तरीके से होगी. जो बेस पर बड है, बड इज गोइंग टू स्प्राउट एंड रिजल्ट्स इन द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ दिस स्टेम. दिस स्टेम इज गोइंग टू रिप्रेजेंट द स्टोलन. पर यहां पर जो आपको एक मेजर डिफरेंस नजर आ रहा है, दैट दिस स्टोलन इट विल शो oblique growth. Now here the growth is not horizontal, the growth is oblique. It will show oblique growth and later on it will arched down. When it will arched down, it results in the formation of the leafy shoot on the upper side and the root system on the lower side. So in the case of the stolon, now what type of the growth is there? This presence of arched, or you can say oblique growth. Now coming to the offset. Now this type of the condition, it is present in the offset. ये horizontal stem. यहाँ पर मैं ये दिखा रही हूँ bunches, or you can say tuft of leaves. ऊपर मैंने दिखाया है tuft of leaves और lower side पर ये मैंने बनाया है tufts of root. तो ये जो मैंने यहां पर स्टेम बनाई है, दिस स्टेम इट इज गोइंग टू रिप्रेजेंट द ऑफसेट. अब ऑफसेट के अंदर आप ग्रोथ पैटर्न देख रहे हैं. दिस ऑफसेट इज ग्रोइंग हॉरिजॉन्टली. यहां पर प्रेजेंट है हॉरिजॉन्टल ग्रोथ, मीन्स इट इज गोइंग टू रिजेंबल द रनर. रनर की तरह रिजेंबल करेगी, बट वन मेजर फीचर विच इज डिफरेंट फ्रॉम द रनर, दैट रनर के अंदर बन सकती हैं बहुत नोड्स एंड इंटरनोड्स. यस, द रनर कैन शो द ग्रोथ इन ऑल डायरेक्शंस, बट इन द केस ऑफ द ऑफसेट देयर इज ओनली प्रेजेंस ऑफ वन इंटरनोड. सिर्फ एक इंटरनोड प्रेजेंट है. दैट्स वाई दिस ऑफसेट इट इज ऑल्सो नोन एज सिंगल इंटरनोड रनर. सो ड्यू टू द प्रेजेंस ऑफ वन इंटरनोड, द ऑफसेट इट कैन ऑल्सो बी नोन एज सिंगल इंटरनोड रनर. Now coming to the sucker. So let's say this is main stem of the plant. ये प्लांट की मैंने मेन स्टेम बनाई है और ये जो पार्ट है दिस इज अबव ग्राउंड पार्ट एंड दिस पार्ट इज द अंडरग्राउंड पार्ट. इन द अंडरग्राउंड पार्ट देयर इज प्रेजेंस ऑफ बर्ड्स. स्टेम के ऊपर बर्ड्स प्रेजेंट होंगी. दीज बर्ड्स दे विल स्प्राउट and after the sprouting they will form horizontal stem. The sprouting के बाद बनेगी horizontal stem which will grow below the surface of ground. So it's a very important difference. अभी तक मैंने जितनी भी categories आपको पढ़ाई है, this and this category, you can see that the stem which is present that is above the ground. But in this category, the stem is present below the ground. तो ये ground के नीचे आप देख रहे हैं horizontally grow कर रही है. Then this stem, it will grow, show oblique growth. पहले horizontal, फिर oblique growth, and it will come out of the soil. Soil से बाहर आएगी. जैसे ये stem soil से बाहर आएगी, it will sprout. It will form the leafy shoot. When it will come out, it will form the leafy shoot. And on the lower side, there is formation of the root system. Lower side पर बनेगा root system. तो देख रहे हैं आप, ये बन गया है shoot, ये बन गया है root. There is formation of new plant which can be easily separated from here and utilized for the purpose of the propagation. So in the case of the sucker, you can see what type of the growth is there. Initially it is horizontal and later on it is going to become oblique, letting it come out of the soil. तो पहले लिखिए horizontal and later it is going to show oblique growth. So this was the main feature in the sucker. Now, in the case of the runner, there can be presence of more than one internode. एक से ज्यादा internode present हो सकती है. Stolon के अंदर भी more than one internode, several internodes, but in the offset, single internode is there. And in the sucker, again, there can be presence of more than one internode. यहां पर हमने जितनी भी सब एरियल स्टेम बनाई है, इसमें से लॉन्गेस्ट इंटरनोड किसके अंदर प्रेजेंट है? द लॉन्गेस्ट इंटरनोड इज प्रेजेंट हियर इन द स्टोलन. सो प्लीज राइट दिस. गोइंग टू पोजेस longest internode, and the shortest one, it is present in the offset. Here there is presence of the shortest internode amongst the four. So these are the four categories of the subaerial stem modification. Now after this, now I will be discussing with the aerial modification of stem. So let's start with the modification of aerial stem. First of all, I will be discussing here phylloclad. Now this modified stem, it is present in the case of xerophytic plants. So you know that the xerophytic plants, they grow in the water stress condition. अब ये जो प्लांट्स है, ये वाटर स्ट्रेस कंडीशन के अंदर सरवाइव कर रहे हैं. तो इन प्लांट्स ने मॉडिफिकेशन शो करी है टू कंजर्व द वाटर, टू सेव द वाटर. सो कैन यू टेल मी कि प्लांट के अंदर वो कौन सा पार्ट है जहां से वाटर लॉस होता है? यस, पार्ट ऑफ द प्लांट थ्रू विच द वाटर इज लॉस, दैट इज द मेनली लीव्स. लीव्स के थ्रू वाटर लॉस होगा थ्रू अ प्रोसेस दैट इज नोन एज ट्रांसपिरेशन. तो इन प्लांट्स के अंदर क्या हुआ है? वाटर को कंजर्व करने के लिए द लीव्स, दे आर रिड्यूस्ड एंड दे आर कन्वर्टेड इनटू स्पाइन्स. So to save water, or to conserve water, the leaves, they are reduced and converted into spines. अब लीफ का फंक्शन सिर्फ वाटर लॉस नहीं है. Along with the water loss, the leaf is also the seat of photosynthesis. It is the seat of food formation. Now the leaves, they are reduced, so the function of the leaves, that is taken over by the stem. तो अगर लीफ रिड्यूस हो गई है तो अब लीफ का फंक्शन कौन करेगा? स्टेम करेगी. एंड द ग्रीन स्टेम विच इज इन्वॉल्व्ड इन द फोटोसिंथेसिस, दिस इज नोन एज phylloclad. So the leaf is reduced, so the function of leaf is taken over by the stem. So this green stem, which will perform the function of photosynthesis, this is known as phylloclad. Now one of the best example of the phylloclad is Apansia. So all of you might have seen the Apansia, that is cactus. तो आपने मुझे यहाँ पर बताना है कि cactus के अंदर सिर्फ कुछ stem green होती है, that or the whole of the stem is green in the cactus. In the cactus, the whole stem is modified. It is green, involved in the photosynthesis. So the another feature, the whole stem is modified to perform the function of photosynthesis. So I am making the phylloclad in the case of Apansia. Yes, so this is green stem in the Apansia, which is involved in the photosynthesis. This green stem represents phylloclad. अब phylloclad के अंदर देखो क्या कंडीशन है. The stem, it keeps on growing. The stem keeps on growing, result in the formation of the branches. तो ये जो स्टेम है ये कॉन्टिन्यूअस ग्रोथ शो कर रही है. अगर स्टेम कॉन्टिन्यूअस ग्रोथ शो करेगी, दिस टाइप ऑफ द ग्रोथ, इट इज नोन एज अनलिमिटेड ग्रोथ. सो द अनदर फीचर the stem is going to show unlimited growth. Unlimited growth present hai. It means the stem is going to possess several nodes and internodes. So several internodes they will be present. Now in the phylloclad, ये जो पार्ट मैं यहां पर बना रही हूं, yes, this part, these are the reduced leaves. Reduced leaf. So these reduced leaf, they are spiny. आपको मालूम ही है जो लीफ है वो कहां से अराइज होती है, that will be arising from the node. तो नोड पर मैंने यहां पर दिखा दी है reduced leaf, spiny leaf. Along with the spiny leaf over the node, there is also presence of these thick hair-like structures. Thick hair-like structure they are present. तो ये जो मैंने thick hairs बनाए हैं यहाँ पर, these hairs, they are known as bristles. The thick hairs are known as bristles. They are also known as ग्लोशीडिया. और ये जो हेयर्स है ये थिक क्यों हुए? बिकॉज दे आर गोइंग टू हैव द कवरिंग ऑफ कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट. Along with that, at the node region, there is also presence of a scar. Node region पर there is presence of a scar. This scar which is present, this is known as leaf scar. तो चलिए बताइए, क्या अपंशिया के अंदर आपने ग्रीन लीफ, फोलिएज लीफ देखी है? यस, इन द अपंशिया द फोलिएज लीफ, द ग्रीन लीफ इज प्रेजेंट. तो अपंशिया के अंदर ये मैं बना रही हूं ग्रीन लीफ, फोलिएज लीफ. अपंशिया के अंदर ग्रीन लीफ प्रेजेंट है, फोलिएज लीफ इज प्रेजेंट. पर ये जो लीफ है जैसे ही फॉल होगी, जैसे ये फॉर्म होगी, दिस लीफ विल फॉल ऑफ. एज सुन एज द लीफ विल फॉर्म, इट विल फॉल ऑफ and leave behind a scar, and this scar it is known as leaf scar. तो ऐसी लीफ जो फॉर्म होने के बाद ही फॉल ऑफ कर जाती है, इट इज नोन एज caducous leaf. So this point is very much clear. The fleshy leaf, the foliage leaf is formed here, but as soon as the leaf is formed, it is going to fall off and leave behind a scar, this scar which is present here, that is known as leaf scar. तो देखो हमने नोट पर कौन कौन सी चीजें यहां पर पढ़ाई हैं. 1, spiny leaf. Second, thick hairs known as bristles or glochidia, and this is the leaf scar. Now, one example of the phylloclad is Apansia, and in the case of the Apansia, the phylloclad which is present, that is flat. Phylloclad है वो flat है. पर हम कुछ एग्जाम्पल्स यहां पर लिखेंगे वेयर दिस phylloclad it is cylindrical. Yes, cylindrical phylloclad, this is present in Euphorbia. Another example, that is Casuarina, right? तो यहां पर हमने पढ़ी ग्रीन स्टेम विच इज इन्वॉल्व इन द फोटोसिंथेसिस, दैट इज द फाइलोक्लैड. अब हम यहां पर पढ़ेंगे सेकेंड कैटेगरी, दैट इज द क्लैडोड. So let's start with the second category, that is the cladode. So I will be distinguishing cladode and the phyloclad. तो यहां पर हम कंपैरेटिव स्टडी परफॉर्म करेंगे इन दोनों के बीच में. ये दोनों जो स्ट्रक्चर्स हैं ये रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं ग्रीन फोटोसिंथेटिक स्टेम. Both these structures, they are green photosynthetic stem. But what is the difference here? Phyloclad के अंदर the whole stem is modified. Whole stem is green. And in the case of the cladode, only the branches, they are modified. The modification is there only in the stem branches. In the case of the phyloclad we have studied, the stem will show unlimited growth. यहां पर हमने पढ़ी unlimited growth. But in the case of the cladode, there is presence of limited growth. Phyloclad के अंदर present है unlimited growth. So there is presence of several internodes. यहां पर बहुत सारी इंटरनोड्स प्रेजेंट होंगी. But the cladode, it is generally represented by only one internode. Only one internode is there. In the case of the phyloclad, over the stem there is presence of fleshy leaf, or you can say foliage leaf. Foliage leaf present hai. There is also presence of spiny leaf, and along with that there is presence of bristles. तो ये जो तीनों स्ट्रक्चर्स है इस फाइलोक्लैड के ऊपर एसोसिएटेड है. बट इन द केस ऑफ द cladode, द foliage, द spiny leaf and the bristles, they are totally absent. So here we have discussed the example, that is Apansia, Euphorbia and Casuarina. Now in the case of the cladode, you write one example, that is Asparagus. Another example, that is Ruscus. Asparagus के अंदर there is only presence of one internode in this green stem, but Ruscus is going to possess two internodes. So this is all about the cladode and phyloclad. Now the another aerial stem modification, that is tendril. It's very well known to all of you that tendril is a thin, wiry, thread-like structure. It is a thin, wiry, thread-like structure. This structure, it can easily coil. It can easily coil around the support, and this is going to help in the climbing of the plant. So the structure, it can easily coil around the support, and this will help in the climbing of plant. So this is our stem. Over the stem I am forming this node, and on the node there is presence of leaf. Yes, this is leaf. और stem और leaf के बीच में ये जो part है, it is known to you, this is axil, and in the axil there is presence of axillary bud. So sometimes the tendril can be formed from the axillary bud. axillary bud से ये thin thread like coil structure बनेगा. So this tendril, it can simply be known as axillary tendril. Right? Now, away from the axil, there can also be presence of the bud, and you know that this bud is known as extra axillary bud. This extra axillary bud can also be modified into tendril. So this can be known as extra axillary tendril. Even the tendril can be formed from apical bud, terminal bud. So that is our apical bud tendril. Even the tendril can be formed from floral bud. It is our floral bud tendril. तो टेंड्रिल की जो फॉर्मेशन है वो बहुत सारे तरीके से हो सकती है. एक्सिलरी, एक्स्ट्रा एक्सिलरी, एपिकल बड. इट कैन ऑल्सो बी द मॉडिफिकेशन ऑफ फ्लोरल बड. So let's write certain examples of the plants where this wiry structure is present. This wiry structure is present in cucurbits. One example, pumpkin, then watermelon, cucumber. So these are the cucurbits. And along with that, it is also seen in grapevine. That's it. So now after this, I will be discussing some of the sharp pointed structures present over the body of the plant. Now over the plant body, there is presence of hard pointed structures. Sometimes we call this structure as thorns, sometimes spines, prickles or bristles. So now today I will be distinguishing between all these hard structures. तो plant के ऊपर hard pointed structures present है. And these structures, they will perform two main functions. The twin functions, twin characters, they are associated with these structures. One, they will reduce the water loss. These structures, they will reduce transpiration, water loss. And second, these spiny, these pointed structures, they will protect the plant from the grazing by the animals. So these structures, they give protection from browsing animals. So these pointed structures which are present over the plant body, sometimes they are known as thorns, spines, prickles and bristles. तो अब ये जो चार तरह का पॉइंटेड स्ट्रक्चर प्लांट की बॉडी के साथ एसोसिएटेड है, इनके बीच में क्या क्या डिफरेंसेस है वो यहां पर हम डिस्कस करेंगे. Let's start with the thorn first. So what is the origin of thorn? First I will discuss this. Now thorn is the modification of stem. It is the modification of stem branch. Stem branch की modification है. Now in the thorn, the vascular supply, that is the xylem and phloem connection is present. So when we talk about the vascular supply, that is the supply of xylem and phloem, this supply in the case of the thorn, it is present. Around the thorn there is presence of cortex cells. Thorn के आसपास cortex cells present है, and these cortex cells, they are thick, which can make the thorn as a woody structure. सो इस वैस्कुलर सिलेंडर के आसपास प्रेजेंट है कॉर्टेक्स सेल्स, एंड द कॉर्टेक्स सेल्स which are present, they are thick walled. So can you cite certain examples of the plant where this spiny structure, where this pointed structure is present? The thorn is present in citrus. One very important example, that is bougainvillea, Duranta, and alhagy. अब बॉगनविलिया के अंदर जो थॉर्न्स प्रेजेंट है, दे आर कर्व्ड, they are forming hooks, and the function of these hooks is that it helps in the climbing of the plant. तो बॉगनविलिया के अंदर एक स्पेशल फीचर, the thorns, they are going to be curved, forming the hooks. And in the case of the Duranta, the thorns which are present, they bear leaves. Yes, the leaves can be present over the thorns in the Duranta, and in the case of the alhagy, even the thorn can bear flowers. Now after the thorn, the next spiny structure, next pointed structure, that is spine. Just now I have discussed in the case of the Apantia, the spines, they are going to represent reduced leaf. तो जैसे हमने पढ़ा, thorn is the modification of the stem, and now the spines, they are the modification of leaves. The vascular supply, again it is present. Vascular supply is present, but now the thick walled cortex cells, they are absent here. So example is very well known to you, cactus. The scientific name is Apantia. Now after the spine, next pointed structure, that is prickles. Now the prickles, they are superficial structures which can be present on the stem as well as leaf. तो ये है superficial structures, स्टेम पर भी प्रेजेंट हो सकते हैं और लीव्स पर भी प्रेजेंट हो सकते हैं. इफ दीज आर द सुपरफिशियल स्ट्रक्चर, सो श्योरली द वैस्कुलर सप्लाई नाउ इट इज एब्सेंट. अब ये जो स्ट्रक्चर है, इसके अंदर वैस्कुलर सप्लाई एब्सेंट है, due to which this structure can be easily removed from the plant. They can be easily removed. And one example for the prickles, that is the rose plant. Now the last pointed structure, that is bristles. Now the bristles, they are the modification of hairs. They are the hairs which are thick. और ये जो हेयर है, ये थिक क्यों हुए? क्योंकि या तो इनके ऊपर सिलिका का डिपोजिशन है, और they are going to have the deposition of calcium carbonate. Now in the case of the hairs, vascular supply, that is absent. और यहां पर अभी जो हमने एग्जाम्पल डिस्कस करा है prickles का, that is again in the cactus, Apantia. So there are four type of the pointed structures which are present over the plant body. The distinguishment is very much clear to all of you. Now here I will be discussing the last topic in this lecture, that is the weak aerial stem modification. Now let's discuss weak aerial stem modification. Now here I will be discussing two categories, that is twinners and climbers. Now, in the case of the twinners, there is presence of weak stem, and this weak stem which is present, that is sensitive to touch. Yes, the stem is sensitive to touch. Now, what that mean? What does that mean that the stem is sensitive to touch? Let's say this is our support. Yes, ये support है और इस सपोर्ट के ऊपर ये वीक स्टेम है. यस, ये मैंने बनाई है वीक स्टेम इस सपोर्ट के साथ. नाउ ये जो वीक स्टेम है, दिस स्टेम इज सेंसिटिव टू टच. अब देखो क्या होगा, जैसे ये स्टेम सपोर्ट को टच करेगी, जो पार्ट स्टेम का सपोर्ट को टच कर रहा है, देयर द ग्रोथ ऑफ द स्टेम इज इनहिबिटेड. Are you getting this? The part of the stem which will touch the support, after the touching, the growth of the stem is inhibited. तो जो part support को touch करेगा, वहां पर growth कम होगी. But this part, the part which is on the outer side, which is not in contact with the support, in this part the growth is normal. Normal growth is there. तो समझ रहे हैं, एक तरफ ग्रोथ कम, एक तरफ ग्रोथ ज्यादा. सो देयर इज प्रेजेंस ऑफ डिफरेंशियल ग्रोथ, और इस डिफरेंशियल ग्रोथ की वजह से दिस वीक स्टेम इट कीप्स ऑन कॉइलिंग अराउंड दिस सपोर्ट. तो इस डिफरेंशियल ग्रोथ की वजह से इस वीक स्टेम की कॉइलिंग होगी. Right? Are you getting this? So it can also be explained with the help of one more thing. Let's say this is our support, और ये जो है ये weak stem है, और इस weak stem ने support को touch करा. तो ये वाला जो part है, the part which is touching the support, this part the growth is inhibited, but this part is away from the support, there the growth is more. So due to the differential growth, this stem it keeps on coiling around the support. तो ये जो हमने यहां पर कैटेगरी पढ़ी, यहां पर स्टेम की कॉइलिंग हो रही है ड्यू टू दी चेंजेस इन दी ग्रोथ पैटर्न. सो वी कैन इजिली से यहां पर किसी भी क्लिंगिंग स्ट्रक्चर की requirement नहीं है for the purpose of climbing. The clinging structures like tendrils, hooks, they are not going to be required here. One example I am writing for the twinner, that is convolvulus. Now coming to the climbers. Now the climbers, they are insensitive to touch. तो इसका मतलब जैसे ये सपोर्ट को टच करेंगे, अब कोई भी ग्रोथ पैटर्न के अंदर चेंज नहीं आएगा. नो चेंजेस विल बी देयर इन द ग्रोथ पैटर्न. अगर ग्रोथ पैटर्न के अंदर चेंजेस नहीं आएंगे, सो नाउ द कॉइलिंग ऑफ द स्टेम around the support, due to this reason it cannot be there. So surely in this type of the stem, now there is requirement of clinging structures. यहां पर clinging structures की involvement होगी for the purpose of climbing. Like there can be involvement of tendril. So just now I have discussed that tendril will help in the climbing in the case of cucurbits. Then in some of the cases, the roots, they can also help in climbing. So which is the best example for the roots helping in the climbing? Can you name that plant which is commonly grown in the homes? Yes, that is the money plant. And the scientific name for the money plant, that is pothos. The clinging structures can also be hooks. Just now I have discussed the hooks in the case of bougainvillea. So the difference between twinners and climbers is very much clear. यहाँ पर किसी भी clinging structure की involvement नहीं होगी, and in this case, due to the insensitive nature, the structures they are required for the purpose of climbing. Now here I would like to add on one point on the linas. Yes. तो एक point यहाँ पर मैं add कर रही हूँ with respect to the linas. Now linas, they can be twinners. They can be twinners or they can also be climbers. तो जब भी हम किसी weak stem की बात करते हैं तो generally what we think that weak stem is non-woody. But please keep this in mind that linas, they are woody twinners or climbers, and they can survive for several years. They can survive for several years, so they are perennial in nature. Now these linas, they are mainly present in TRF. Do you understand the TRF? That is the tropical rainforest. Tropical rainforest के अंदर linas present है. Example for this is Hiptych. Then another example is Ctenospora. Now let's discuss why the linas, they need to climb, they need to twin in the tropical rainforest. Now you might have heard of this, that the tropical rainforest is the most productive of all the forest ecosystem. तो ये मैं बना रही हूँ tropical rainforest. Yes, so in the tropical rainforest, I am showing the trees. Yes, so these are the trees. So you can see the trees which are present, they are showing dense foliage. तो ये plants जो है वो घने हैं. They are showing dense foliage. अब इस dense foliage होने की वजह से the sunlight cannot reach on the lower part of the forest. अब इतने घने प्लांट है कि जो सनलाइट है वो नीचे तक अप्रोच नहीं कर सकती है. So some of the plant, what they do? Some of the plant, they climb over the trees. वो ट्रीज के ऊपर क्लाइंब करते हैं एंड दे कम आउट ऑफ द कैनोपी, दे कम आउट ऑफ दिस foliage. They come out of the foliage so that they can easily secure the sunlight. So linas, they are present in the tropical rainforest. And why do they climb? Because they have to secure the light. They have to obtain the light in this tropical rainforest. So this is all about this lecture. In this lecture, I have discussed stem. In the stem, I discussed the types of stem, modifications of stem. I have discussed underground, aerial and subaerial stem. Now in the next class, I will be starting with the new topic, that is the leaf. Thank you so much.